So hey guys, I'm back again with another Chioma Chats video podcast edition, and today's video I'm just going to be talking about something that I came across on social media. So I know I talked in one of my last videos, which was baby mama culture, about Ari Fletcher, who is the baby mother to rapper G-Herbo, and their relationship and how it got toxic and how they're no longer together. So today I was scrolling down social media and I came across this post, even though it was a post and delete because it's no longer on her page, and it was from Ari and it was a message to G-Herbo. Now she is basically going off and basically just very upset, very irate, very distraught, very hurt by, I guess, G-Herbo disobeying the rules or basically the agreement that was set by her and her baby's father, and her son not being around G-Herbo and his new girlfriend, Taina Williams. Now, Taina Williams is the daughter to Emily B, who is the fiance or girlfriend to Fabulous the rapper. They are not married, but they are dating, I believe. They've been boyfriend and girlfriend for a while. And a few years ago, I want to say, Fabulous did come into controversy for knocking out the two front teeth of Emily B. So their relationship is not necessarily the best, or I wouldn't say that it's not the best, but there has been a lot of toxicness surrounding that whole entire relationship, as well as this one. So over the weekend, it was G-Herbo's 24th birthday, and of course he's dating Taina. So Taina definitely was at the club with him, and her friends were there, his friends were there, they were playing his music. Both her parents were there, both Fabulous, which I guess is kind of like her stepdad, as well as Emily B, which is her mom, and they all seem to be having a good time, turning up in the club and basically just, basically getting lit for the birthday. And of course, on the day of his birthday, or at least the weekend of his birthday, Ari decides to drop a very long, drawn-out, toxic, mean, crazy message directly to G-Herbo, as well as, you can say, Taina as well. So this is what she wrote, and I'm going to read you exactly what she said with the cuss words and everything. So if you are young or you're around your parents or a child or whatever, you might want to skip past this part or move to a different room because there's a lot of profanity in this message. So Ari says, "Now I'm taking it all the way there. I tried to be a cool ass baby mama, let you get my son even though you don't ever even get him for real for whatever reason. I helped you get your cases dropped so you wouldn't go to jail. I be being so cool with you and you really done pushed me past my motherfucking limit now. My son, bitch, is you on dope? Cause when I just checked you and this bitch the other day, y'all swore that wasn't my baby. But this shit is clear as fucking day, my son. You dumb broke crybaby bitch. I asked you not to have my son around this hoe. I told you to your face not to have him around this lame ass hoe, and your hoe ass agreed and said you and her know better. Ain't no disrespecting me when it comes to my son. Nigga, you swore on all your dead homies you don't have my son around. Stupid bitch sitting here with her face frowned up while you got my son. The bitch used to fuck Bibby, and Bibby is another Chicago rapper, by the way. She's a cum rag ass, wannabe wifey ass, trying to look up ass hoe. Please lie and say shit didn't so I can post it. You wife the hoe that wanna pretend to be this good girl. Shorty ass is a professional side bitch that you fell for. How you wife a hoe that fucked one of your main homies? Yo hoe's so fucking slow. She gives you 24 rolled woods full of weed, and you just got out of the fucking drug program 2 weeks ago. Airhead. Then you got the nerve to be playing with this bitch, lying, acting like I trip out because I want to be with you or some. Herb, you have herpes. That is a disease you're going to die with. Everyone that's close to us knows the truth. You got this hoe walking around risking her life for you. You gonna end up giving her that shit and ain't gonna know what the fuck to do. Why you sat your leeching ass on that video talking about G-Herbo like it was so funny when you wake up and your pussy look like Star Crunch? We gonna see how funny it is then. You swear you went and got that shit prayed off of you by that witch and say she cleansed you and took the shit out of your body. Boy, you don't even know how witchcraft works for real. You know it's up. Major, super up. Fuck your birthday, lame ass nigga. Bitch, you got me hot. It's drama." Now, honestly, I am one to usually be on the side of women. I try to honestly be biased sometimes and try to give women their credit. Even sometimes when they're wrong, I try to be unbiased in a way and see both sides. And honestly, with this one, I am not happy, impressed. I am not on the side of Ari. Here is my issue. At the end of the day, there is a child involved. Now, I know I've spoke about this girl before, and I feel like I gave her enough credit to say that she is an established businesswoman in a way, because she has her hair brand and makeup and, you know, just getting paid to be a quote-unquote influencer on Instagram and all of her social media platforms. But I feel like instead of her to be known for positive things like, again, being a businesswoman or just being an influencer and well-liked and personable and friendly and social with the people who she influences and her peers, we know her more for the drama that she has with her child's father and her boyfriends. Let's not forget, through all this bitterness and toxicness, Ari is in an on and off again relationship with Baltimore fighter slash boxer Gervonta Davis.
Them hoes said check your DM. She want to be cool. She have sex. She want to
Stop fucking playing on me on this live. For real. Give me this fucking phone. And I'll knock one of you hoes out while he want to sit up on here and play. Don't get your ass whooped.
Don't fuck up with you right now.
Stop motherfucking playing with me on this fucking Instagram shit. Look at him over there looking stupid. Stupid motherfucker.
Don't make me get my Glock 19.
Now, they have gone on and off for God knows how long about their relationship, and I feel like it's very toxic. And I want to make a video about toxic celebrity relationships as well, because I feel like a lot of young people and even grown people even my age, and I'm 22 and older, who look up to these people, and if you're not directly looking up to them, for whatever reason, you hold their relationship as a goal that you wish to have. And I will never understand how people can look at normal people who the only thing different that they have than you is more money and more followers, and want to just be like someone else. But I digress. But what I feel in this situation is that, why is Ari so bitter and so quick to jump to speak about G-Herbo and Taina's relationship? I mean, I understand being hurt. I understand holding a guy down, doing so much for him, praying over him, losing sleep, crying, you know what I'm saying? Being that ride or die chick for a guy, and he ends up being with someone else and treating them better than he ever treated you, or whatever it may be. Trust me, as a woman, as a girl, as a female, I have been there. So I can understand that hurt, and I will credit her that, because I'm not going to sit here and just downright down talk her for expressing feelings that she has. But I will say, this is not the way to go about that. There is no way that I will ever agree or promote or give credit to the way how she's gone about this situation. And this is not her first time. There are so many examples of her going back and forth with Herb. And honestly, in Herb's defense, I don't feel like he ever really comes for her in the most derogatory ways that she does for him. We often talk about and make a point to say that there are double standards with gender and how women are perceived and how men are perceived. And in this case, I have to err on the side of men. If a man, or in this case G-Herbo, was to write publicly about Ari or a baby mother or ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, or someone that they used to deal with, and just explicitly talk in this negative, harsh, toxic fashion, he would be crucified, he would be dragged, he would literally, it would be over for her if he talked about Ari in the way that she talks about him. But because it is a female, and you know, we can oftentimes give females some credit or some slack for saying what they want to say, and it's not often viewed as disrespect, even though this is blatant disrespect. Everybody would be like, oh, that's the mother of your child, don't disrespect her, she had your baby, blah 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 blah. And I'm not saying Herb is just squeaky clean and has never said anything disrespectful about her, because he has. But I feel like Ari oftentimes is going again and again and again, back and forth, talking about Herb and his new relationship. And it's to the point where there is a child involved. That is the number one priority. Again, I'm not a mother, but I think I'm mature enough to understand that even if I was in this situation and as a bystander, someone who's just looking at it from social media on the outside looking in, there is a child involved. And as a social media influencer, I know that if I put anything on the internet, whether I delete it or do anything, it is never coming down. Her child, her son, is going to have to grow up one day and see this back and forth and this disgusting relationship between his parents. And that's not something that me as a person, as a mother, I'd be willing to risk all so that I can have the social media and everyone in the tabloids and, you know, everyone in my business and rooting for me. The problem with this generation is that we often promote toxic behavior. There are so many fans of Ari that are going to give her a slap on the wrist and promote her, not only because she's a woman and we like to oftentimes do the whole women scorned and big up women when they've been done dirty by a guy, or just stick by their side and allow them to be toxic and violent, when in reality that's not fair and that's not right. Ari has a history of being violent, being rude, being toxic, being disrespectful, being problematic with not only G-Herbo, but her boyfriend, her on and off again boyfriend, Gervonta Davis. And God knows how many other men it could have been prior to him. I really want to like this girl so bad, but it's like every single time she writes, opens her mouth, talks, or does anything amongst this manner and to this magnitude, I am just completely turned off. And I feel like it's my place to say something because I know I have followers and fans who probably look up to this girl and want to be like her. And if you don't want to be like her, you at least follow her and know who she is. And sometimes some of the things that you see on social media, even though they're bad or may not be who you are, they kind of rub off on you and you kind of implement that in your life, you know? Sometimes you ever read something and it's spot on, and maybe a meme about a relationship, and it just makes you want to call your boyfriend or your ex or whomever and just talk bad to him, right? And I feel like Ari is that type of girl where she does things and it kind of expedites, or it kind of is a catalyst for other women to feel like it's okay because we give her so many passes. We are not that hard on Ari. And again, I really wanted to like her. I really did. But I just cannot sit here and allow this woman, who's a grown woman at that, continuously make this example of herself, not only for her child, but for her young fans that like her and the people that she influences, and think that that's okay. Young ladies, this is not okay. It's not okay to be this problematic. It's not okay to talk about your child's father like that. And if this was the other way around, like I said, if this was him doing this to her, we would be dragging that man. You don't call him a broke bitch, especially because he's not, okay? And secondly, he has money. And third, just because you are passionately upset and angry about him and all the things that he's accomplished. There's better ways to get over the hurt of being in a relationship like this. And I understand where she's coming from and being hurt. I get it. I truly do, because I've been there before. It hurts that you've done so much for a guy, let alone have his child, and he turns around and shits on you, gets another girl, treats her better, and acts like he's never had real love or never been in love or never did this, that, and the third until he's met this person. Because it then makes you question, well, what the hell were we doing when we were in a relationship for X amount of months or years, you know? So I get that, but there's a way that we have to champion all of that and let the hurt go. I feel like she's honestly a very pretty girl, but I don't think she's secure with herself whatsoever. She, to me, expresses the characteristics of a woman who is scorned but is very insecure. It doesn't matter how much makeup, it doesn't matter how much hair, it doesn't matter how much money, how much followers. This is an insecure woman, which is why I say stop looking up to certain people because they are just like you, let alone have the same problems as you. They may exceed you in certain components of life, but if we're being real, everybody exceeds someone else in certain components of life, down to the people that we see on a daily basis. We call our friends, even our siblings. It's just a person at the end of the day. She bleeds red just like the rest of us. And I don't think that this is a positive, let alone something that we should just sit idly by and condone just because it's Ari, or she's a woman, or she has followers, or her baby daddy is whomever. I just don't feel like this is right. And to me, it's disgusting that I'm watching a woman talk down about a man. I don't care if she was talking down about another woman. It's wrong. And for her to be attacking Taina and saying all the things that she says, it's just ridiculous. The other day I was on Twitter and she was replying to a fan. She said, you know what, I'm going to let Herb get Taina pregnant, and once she's pregnant, I'm going to ruin their life. I mean, who has the vendetta to ruin someone's happiness, let alone the child that comes from two people being in love and being happy? I mean, what type of woman who is secure with herself would honestly do that? It's not right at all. So all in all, I just personally feel like, no. Because no and no. I feel like she needs to figure out an outlet to express this. Maybe go see a therapist. Maybe let off of the social media. Maybe have a true, honest adult conversation with Herb, which she's probably tried to do, but it's probably been very hard for him to come to that because of the way how she's been. Like, this is repeated behavior, and I'm not here for it. She really does need to stop, and this is not cute whatsoever. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your commentary to my commentary down below. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media networks, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.
Word Adidas pants.
Okay.
A Jordan top.
Okay.
And I was coming here with Nike slides.
You do have
so
Nike
slides. I don't care about. As long as I match, we good.
Yeah.
As long as I match and my outfit goes right with each other, I'm not wearing a fucking rainbow.
Looking like Tekashi 6ix9ine here.
Exactly.
Yep.
In his teeth.